Okay, so hello. I always get kind of nervous doing these things. Okay, so for my video reflection, I was just going to be talking about kind of like my role as a peer tutor and how it started versus how it ended. So as I've said in a couple of my other slides and other projects throughout the semester, when I first went in as a peer tutor, I genuinely didn't know what I was doing, and I was really confused on what my role was. Like, even when I would go in, I would have to ask the teacher, like, what do you want me to do? I'm not sure. I don't even know where to begin. So after I started getting kind of like used to it, it became a lot easier to show up every day and less stressful and less intimidating, which I found really good. And I also noticed that it was a lot less intimidating when my relationships started to grow with my junior partners. So, like, for example, there's one girl whose name was Victoria, and I found her to be one of the best students in the class. She wasn't the strongest student, so it was really nice to work with her because she was someone I felt comfortable with. So, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know. I feel like since we were almost friends, kind of, that like I could help her and we could kind of joke about stuff too at the same time, which just made me feel more comfortable, and I'm pretty sure it made her feel more comfortable about getting the extra help too. So that was one really big positive thing for me as a peer tutor, getting to see Victoria grow and learn and succeed and create a bond with me. But then there were also a lot of downsides in my peer tutoring, and I also mentioned this before, and I know I mentioned it when we were having our second workshop about the behavior with one student named Dave, and I've definitely mentioned this in a different slide in here too, but I just want to touch on it again. Like, his behavior was just so bad. Like, he was just so distracting. He didn't want to do his work in the beginning. Like, he would just show up, listen to music, you know, the typical 14-year-old kid that didn't want to be at school. So I talked to Miss Wada about it when she was there, when she was like the original teacher, because we had a teacher change throughout the semester. But she was telling me, and she was informing me that some kids use that as a way to distract them from their work so they don't have to focus on their work because they'd rather be the silly kid rather than the dumb kid, if that makes sense. And I totally clicked in my head. So the way we worked around this was going through and just taking him out of a classroom setting and putting him into resource so he could work there. And he, like, once he stopped having an audience, he started working a lot harder. So I'm glad that that works for that. And then to touch more on my reflection as, like, my course, you know, for, like, the whole IDC in itself, I thought it was really good. Personally, I'm not good at writing tests, and that's why I liked this course a lot. Like, I kind of get test anxiety in regular classes, but for this class, I could just take my time on my quizzes, and if I needed a friend's help, I could ask them pretty quickly, and just stuff like that. So, like, and I'm really good at projects, I find. Like, I like to have time to work on them and go about myself for them, you know? I don't know. I genuinely liked this course. Like, I thought it was really cool how, like, 3 days a week I would have to go in, so it gave me more time for, like, the extra 2 days I would focus on the online portion and just kind of balance myself out like that. I don't really think I have any downsides for the whole online aspect of it. Like, it was my first time doing an online course, so I had to kind of navigate myself around, but your videos helped a lot, so I thought that was all cool. And yeah, so that's really it for my video reflection. Obviously there were ups and downs throughout the peer tutoring, but it started going way up throughout the semester, and I don't really think there was anything that I would necessarily change about it. And yeah, so that's my video reflection.